Hello, welcome back to another episode of Life at the Speed of Childhood. I'm your host, Annabelle. Want to pick up some tips on how to make baby floor exercises, aka tummy time, more manageable? Or how to get your picky kiddo to stop being such a picky eater? We'll dive into that shortly. Also, did you know January is Financial Wellness Month? I didn't, but I'll share some financial wellness steps our family is undertaking. And speaking of wellness, I may have found the perfect workout routine and you won't believe what it is. All that and more. Stay tuned. Let's kick it off with our daily share. National Hat Day is on January 15th. So in honor of hats, stick to the end of this video where you'll get to see me try on a literal bunch of my favorite hats. But moving on, Financial Wellness Month. It's perfect for after the holidays, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I guess they figured it's apropos since we were all probably buying a lot of things during the December holiday season that January is a good month to sober up and focus on our finances again. So here we go. These are our plans for how we're going to work on our financial wellness for this year. Our main goal this year is actually to drastically reduce our non-essential spending. We canceled a bunch of subscriptions that we don't use anymore, and we're also planning to go old school and reduce our online shopping in favor of in-store shopping. We're trying to reorient our expenses, and we find that actual shopping at stores makes us more conscious of how much we're actually spending than just putting a bunch of things in a digital cart and then checking out and then just hundreds and hundreds of dollars later. But when you actually see it in a physical cart, I think it gives you more of that automatic feedback. Do I really need to buy all this stuff? So we're going to try that for this year. We're also, like I said, reorienting our spending, and we're really trying to focus more on experiences, especially nature-based experiences. That's a big one for us. Just doing more nature bathing, more hikes, more going out, being out in the world, and less material things to purchase. So we're going to be checking out a lot of our national parks and just having adventures with the family. We're also going to be focused on more play-based experiences with our kiddo. And I think that's just going to, replace the need for getting a lot of things with just having more experiences. Our goal is really to drop more money into our savings account and then reassess about 6 months. So maybe in June to see how we're doing and if we need to make any changes. And then we'll see where we are. What is your financial wellness plan for this year or this month, this week, or even just for today? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comment section. That's it for our daily share. Next up, a big one with new parents and caregivers. How to make tummy time more manageable. All right, Life at the Speed of Childhood. We know it's important for your infant's development, but it can also be really hard for them to do. So just how do you make tummy time more manageable? Or as a Blue Sky poster that I follow more accurately called it, baby floor exercises. Because for them, it's work. Here are some strategies I tried with my little one who was very resistant to tummy time. First tip is get on the floor with your kiddo. Yes, get on the floor. It sounds kind of obvious, but some parents just let their kids just do it. If you're down there with them, it's more engaging. They love you more than anything in the world. So having you down there with them will be more exciting and more likely that they will stick with it. Also, you get an extra point if you plank while you're there. Some people might be able to do it, some people might not, but if you can, give it a try. Not only will you get a little core exercise for yourself, but you'll get a sense for just how challenging tummy time actually is for them. It's kind of the equivalent thing. Think about it. Another great tip is to play music. Make it fun. Play music that you like to listen to. Play music that maybe they've learned to like. It could be really engaging and another way to get some of that oomph out of it. Be silly. Be goofy. Sit up. Fall down. Surprise your kiddo. Bring a toy that they like and do the tummy time with them while you're being a total goofball. You'll see that they will be confused and that will distract them from the core that they're working on really hard right then and there. Another tip and my favorite hack is to use the black and white high contrast picture cards or books that you might already be showing to your kiddo during tummy time. Put them up around them, hold them around them. Those high contrast cards are really easy for them to see and they find it really enjoyable. So give those a try. My question for all of you is, what are some other tips that you've tried for baby floor exercises or tummy time? Let us know in the comment section. Now for the question on many a parent/caregiver's mind. How do I get my kid to stop being such a picky eater? It is quite the childhood dilemma. We know that bribery and coercion don't work so great since it can create unwanted power struggles and unpleasant mealtime experiences. Worst, in the long run, these strategies can actually lead to negative or unhealthy relationships to food, which we don't want, but we also know it's important for our kids to have varied diets and good nutrition. So what is a parent or caregiver to do? Luckily, there are some strategies that have been proven to help and actually been shown to be really effective with even some of the pickiest eaters. It's called the Tiny Taste Methods, and I want to give credit to the Gastropod podcast where I first learned about this strategy. The Tiny Taste Method was developed by Penn State researchers Lucy Cook and Keith Williams. So basically, this is what you have to do. You give your child a taste, a small bite. It can even be a lick of a new food, in addition to the foods that you normally give them. So what we do in our family, for example, is we will have our mealtime. We give our kiddo foods that we know she loves to eat, in addition to a new food that she's not tried before or that we know she does not like. What we do, and we really take like the smallest possible size that will be manageable for your child. And you might have to experiment with what that size is depending on how much your kid dislikes this food. But really, to first start, you just give your kiddo this one little morsel of the new food you're trying to introduce. They have all their other foods that they're going to eat for dinner or breakfast, lunch, whatever, but encourage them to give the new food a try. So it can even, if your kid really is resistant, like maybe giving it a little lick, and then you kind of progress with your kid based on how well they're responding to this tiny taste strategy. The key thing is that you really want to stick to introducing the same food each day. So pick a food that you want to focus on. So for us, we actually started this with peas. Our kiddo really did not like peas at all. And so what we did is we literally just put one pea on her plate. One pea. And we told her, you just have to eat this one pea. And then over time, we added more peas. And now she actually loves peas, which is really mind-blowingly it's mind blown. It's amazing. This really worked for us. We've been introducing other foods. So initially she didn't like cashews, so we tried the same thing. We gave our kiddo one cashew and just told her, try one cashew and that's all you have to eat. And then over time, we would add another cashew to her meal until she actually can eat a handful of cashews now, and it's one of her favorite nuts. Now we're trying that with peanuts. We're still working on getting her to like peanuts. The key to making this work is that you want to pick the target food and expose your kid continuously to it. And it really will take like 8 to 15 days of trying this consistently. So we kind of failed when we were trying to introduce broccoli, because we introduced broccoli, but then, we ran out of broccoli. And so we were kind of jumping around and we skipped a few days, and that hasn't worked. So she actually is still not a broccoli eater, but I am planning to put that on the list of foods that I want to introduce, but I have to do it the right way. And the same thing goes for all of you. Pick a food that you can consistently provide to your kiddo for the next 8 to 15 days. We got to try broccoli again, and that's going to be our next goal. So why does this work? The reason it works is because it minimizes the pressure that kids feel when trying new foods, and it makes the ask more manageable. I think that we can all relate to that. When you have a giant ask, a big task to do, something that is daunting, then it's natural that you will be resistant to it and maybe not even want to give it a try. But if it's really just a small piece of what you have to accomplish, it makes it much easier for you to jump on board. There's a phrase popularized by Carol Dweck and her research on achievement theory, and basically it just goes like this: not yet. So our kiddo will say to us that she doesn't like something, and it's okay to say to them, not yet. You don't like it yet. And something that I've been trying to encourage my kiddo to also understand is that you can train your taste buds to like new foods. You can teach them. So I use that language a lot with her. Whenever she says that she doesn't like something, I say, you don't like it yet. So give it a try. You're teaching your taste buds to try something new and to like something new. And it takes time and it takes practice, just like you would with any other skill. So in our Tiny Taste Methods journey, our kiddo does still say, I don't like this food. That's not going to stop, right? Especially in the beginning. It's a gradual process. Eventually, they'll get to that goal if they do like the food. Or maybe they will never like that particular kind of food, but they will expand their palate. At least that's been my experience. Just, work with your kiddo. You may observe that after several tries, even past the 15 days, that just might be a food that they don't like, and that's it. But then replace it with something else. Try something else. The goal is to expand their palate. So try different foods And I do highly encourage you to check out the research on this. Again, it's called the Tiny Taste Method, and it was developed by Penn State researchers Lucy Cook and Keith Williams. So go ahead and check that out. And check out the Gastropod podcast. They're really great. They have a lot of really great episodes on the science and history of food. I've learned tons. Have you tried the Tiny Taste Method? How has it been going for you? What are some of the strategies that you use, and what foods are you currently trying to get your kiddo to eat? Let me know in the comments section. Time for Life at the Speed of Wellness. I mentioned last week that one of my New Year's resolution is to work on my fitness. And folks, you'll never believe my new favorite workout program. Okay, so for some context, for Christmas, we bought our daughter a Nex, which is kind of like an interactive gaming system. It's similar to the Wii, actually, but in my opinion, it's even better because you don't need any devices attached to you while you play, and it's got like a physical cover to the camera for privacy, which I really like. I put it on every time we finish. But it's also COPPA compliant, so Child Online Privacy Act compliant and all of that. It's a super cool interactive gaming system. So our kiddo, she actually tried it when we were in Best Buy one day, and she loved it. Okay, we love interactive games, so we thought this would be perfect, and we gave it to her for Christmas, and she's loving it. Fast forward a few weeks, and our kiddo discovers the Barbie dance party game, and I am obsessed. I may love it as much as my daughter, or maybe even more than she loves it. It's like literally, it's so much fun. Here's some footage of me dancing. Yeah, I know I look ridiculous. Like absolutely ridiculous. But I don't care. I really don't. I'm having so much fun. I'm having an absolute blast. Look at me getting excellent. I'm just excited. I'm just doing my best over here. I burned almost 200 calories in half an hour. And when I tell you I was having a grand old time, I'm telling you I was having a grand old time. Like so much fun. Even my little one likes to clown on me and like will regularly point out that I'm not doing it right, but that's not going to stop me. That's just motivation to, keep practicing so I can stop getting trolled by my own little guppy. I've been dancing to the Speed Drive song like every day. I'm trying to learn Barbie's moves, folks. Okay, I'm trying. I like this workout routine. It's fun and it makes me feel happy and I'm sweating my butt off. Usually dancing is what fits the bill for me for like a workout routine that I'm actually going to stick to and enjoy. If that's something that's your vibe or if you just want to check it out, go ahead. I highly, highly recommend it. All right, everyone, it's time for Life at the Speed of Entertainment. And we're almost done here, but speaking of all of the dancing fun that I've been having, when I was watching Dick Clark, Ryan Seacrest's New Year's Eve bash, I stumbled upon the song Murder on the Dance Floor by Sophie Ellis-Bextor. It's so good! It's a total bop! This song came out in 2001. How have I never heard of this before? Where have I been? I mean, I do live under a rock. I've been living under a rock. But I feel like in 2001 I was more with it. No? I guess not. Anyway, this song is great. It's on my Spotify playlist now. And I'm so happy it is. If you haven't checked it out, do. Okay, everyone, before closing out, it's time for our wins of the week or win of the week. So I like this practice just because for me, it's a good way of reflecting on the week and just reflecting on myself and taking stock on the things that went well. So a win of this week has actually been taking down the Christmas tree. We usually leave our Christmas tree through the new year, and then that weekend after New Year's Day, we take everything down. So we did all of that and we're super excited because it's done. Our kiddo is sad because she misses the tree, but we told her, this is why it's special. It's up during the holiday season. Anyway, that's just our opinion. 1 year though, we did have the tree up until March. And I think that we're just like scarred ever since then. So now we're really on top of making sure this tree is down like after New Year's. We had a real tree that year too. So I think the garbage people were probably like, what in the world? Who are these people who waited till March to take down their tree? How about all of you? What are some of your wins of the week? Let me know in the comment section. All right, everyone, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel to get more videos. Also, let me know some topics that interest you and I will add them to the queue. If you'd like to find more on my daily musings, you can find me on Blue Sky. That is my favorite social media platform. It's just exciting there. It's more positive. It's customizable. It's It's great. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I post regularly, mainly things that make me laugh. My handle there is Life at the Speed of Childhood, or you can also find me under Life at the Speed of. Both of them should work. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope that you find some time, whether it's today or this week or this month or this year, to do something that is positive for you and to bring more positivity to those around you and a little bit more joy to the world. Catch you all later. Bye. Are you still here? I didn't forget about the hats. So I've got some hats. I'm gonna try them on. Okay, I like this hat because it's purple. This is my hat. Happy Hat Day, January 15th. This is a hat that I like to wear when it's cold. Not sure if that one's my favorite though, actually. I might have to reconsider that. This is one of my favorite hats. I really like it because it's got this little visor here and it's good for blocking out the sun, but it's also a really nice and warm winter hat. As you can see, it's got this soft stuff here. I saved this specifically for the end because I knew I was gonna mess up my hair. And so here I am messing up my hair for Hat Day. Let's do it. Oh, I like this one. My husband gave me this one. This one's fun too. It's really warm. I get cold super easily. During the winter time, I like my really warm hats. This is one of the ones I really enjoy. I like the color. I like that it's soft. Okay, this one is more of a fall hat. Fall hat, also with a cool little visor. It's giving 90s vibes, but I like it. Actually, I feel like it's like Selena vibes, except her hat was way cooler, and black. But this one, I like it a lot. It's very me. Okay, more hats. Okay, this is one of my summer hats that I've abused a lot. I probably need to replace it, but it's still kicking, so I'm still using it. I like this hat. It's a big hat. It's a summer hat. I've definitely gone in the pool with it, so it's kind of floppy now, but it works. Okay. Other hats that I like, this one is one of my favorites. For the pool, especially if I want to have my hair up, I can have my bun out here. Or I can have like a ponytail like this. It's huge though. My husband does make fun of me because he's like, what is with that visor? It's gigantic. But it blocks out the sun. And I like the sun, but I get migraines if I'm in the sun for too long. So I gotta be careful with the sun. I'm lame. Dig this hat. I really like this hat. It's a fun hat. Other hat that is like this, yes. This one I also really enjoy. Again, it's great for summer. There we go, Hat Day. These are my hats. I really dig this hat. And I like being able to have my hair up. I'm in the pool sometimes because my hair's really long, so it just gets, and it's curly, so it doesn't even look as long as it actually is. But when it's wet, it's like all the way down. I like this hat. All right, everyone. That's it. Hat Day. Happy Hat Day. Thanks for sticking to the end. Bye.